Hello, Asham here, welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. So I've had a try coming up with plans for how to get the amount of ore required off of Eve. I tried making a space plane. It did not go well in many aspects. So I'm just going to put that on the back burner for now, and instead just have a small diversion with setting up for Duna. Because we do have... That's going to be straightforward. That will be solved with Eve 1. Yeah, we've got this one to extract ore from Ike and deliver it to Duna. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the most prestigious space agency in the solar system. But yeah, so delivering from Ike to Duna should be a lot easier. If I pull up the Delta V map, you can see over in up left here. I'm not sure you can see my mouse actually. Yeah, getting from Ike down to Duna, that takes like so it estimates about 400, 550, 580, and then down to get down to Duna, another 360. So 940, and then yeah, about uh 90 2,390, about 2,400 Delta V, compared to the 8,000 just to get off from the surface of Eve. Also, this will probably be lower since we can use parachutes to help. It won't be enough to fully slow down, I don't think, but it should be sufficient to help get it down to Duna. And actually, we don't need to get it down to Duna, we just need to get it into orbit of Duna, which is even easier. That cuts out like the 1,450 and 360. So, in order to actually prepare for this mission though, we will need to send a few things into Duna orbit and Ike orbit. So, you know what? It'll be 0.05 of a fail for forgetting to update the fail counter. Now then. We'll want to have relay satellites in orbit of both of them, and we'll want to have a scanner, at least for the Ike ones, in which case we might as well put a scanner around Duna as well. I think probably have it sent as two separate craft, one to put all the relay satellites and stuff into orbits, and another to actually land on Ike, mine the ore, send that to Duna orbit. So let's just start with that. Actually, let's start off with the relay satellites. It's been a while since I've updated them, so if I go net relay, I mean it has the RA100, but do I want to keep that design or change it? Well, it's got nearly 2,000 meters a second of Delta V. But it is a... somewhat long. How well does it fit into a larger airing? I have interstage nodes on. I mean, it works. Certainly fits. But then, unfortunately, that's the highest one, so we'd need multiple of those. So, 4 satellites per body. I wonder if maybe we can send all 4 off at the same time. Have them like go to structural. Something like this. Then have it far enough apart that 4 works. And the question is, how do I do that? I think could be done. Or that. Save. If we start off with a quad decoupler, quad adapter. I believe these are size 1s. But if I do something like this, that better if they got further apart. I just search for slanted. The 2.5 to 1.25. And you have a look at really get an idea of, yeah, that's not quite far apart enough. I don't think there's a slanted part which is it keeps the same size. I think they all get larger or smaller depending on how you look at it. It's probably separated enough now. Close. If I were to rotate them the correct way, far enough apart. Ooh. Might look a bit silly, but what? Let's start off with this. I think I'd still need to go with the slanted ones. Okay. And then from here, let's bring out the net relays again. See, that would work. Might look a bit strange, but it would work. Now, to actually design this. We will want fairings. It was 0.5 is needed. Yep. Then we'll need a coupler. Looks very sturdy. Sturdy enough. Might go for a tractor design instead of a more typical push design. We'll see. Do I go with these designs? Question. It's probably fine. Probably go for the cheater engine. Which one's that again? Have a longer nozzle. That one, okay. Yeah, rather than make something specifically new, it's probably fine. I will need these as the coupler. Yep. Then page notes on and make a copy. And then I will need to remove some of these from symmetry. Symmetry. And now we need the scanner. Do I have the scanner prepared already? Scanner probe. That's a payload one though. Oh, and that's goes on the ground. Okay. I'm sorry, that does not go in a cargo. Why is that in the cargo section? Okay. Yeah. So this will be the what's it called? Duna transfer. Duna relay transfer. Call it that for now. Now let's make a new scanner. Can I open the scanner? I'll make a new one. Just make sure it fits within the right footprint. Let's start off with this. And Same-sized a couple of why not. Probably makes sense to use the same engine. Need one-time symmetry. Yeah, put a remote guidance unit right on top of the engine. That sounds like the best of ideas. The fuel tank, I guess. Make that root part. Do a similar thing, I think. Actually. Let's make this root part again. And start off with the Eve. Or the Eve net, really. Where is the probe core on this? Yep. I probably do want to actually give it that. There, no. Think. Goes off. Let's actually put directly on fuel. And up here, go for the remote guidance unit. I will need to readjust these. I think it would look better if I take these slightly. Let's make it smooth. Oh. Yeah, monoprop tanks in. Now on this, I will need to put the scanner materials on, and probably also science, just in case we get the science mission, science and orbit missions. So those are on the side, right? Survey scanner. And also narrowband. Ike. Mapping back on. I have it deployed. No, that also out. This definitely sticks out. Maybe I go for a slightly smaller. Will it go straight? Not quite. So track that. If I look at the stage nodes, can I still I probably don't have as much of a need to build above it. Yep, it still works. And then maybe have a smaller communication. This barely sticks out, so we angle it slightly, maybe. And now, if I build a fairing, yep, yeah, it's fine. Now, just put some more science on. Side. Magnetometer boom. Here and have it point downwards. So it's completely opposite of the relay antenna. Meter just in between. I believe that's all that's necessary. That should be good enough for this. Put it into here as scanning. So if we go back to add which Duna transfer, I believe. Yeah. Now put this here and make a copy. Done. There we go. That should be enough for both. Now, make it look just a bit more sturdy. Couple of changes. So this is 2.5 meter and we need to get to 3.75. So from 3.75, that's 2 to the adapter. Yep. Symmetry mode. Oop. Sending a mobile cell tower to Eve? No, to Duna. Won't deny that it's a mobile cell tower. Again. Symmetry. On. But at least we're symmetrical on our asymmetry. Save that for now. Now, that's a good question. Will I? Thinking this will be transfer stage. Yeah. In which case, can I fit one middle? And be something to brace with your struts. I was wondering why I was showing up in one. It's because the these sides are for one's size. Maybe do something like that. Build fairing. Symmetry mode, and now try to build fairing. Okay. When stage nodes are on, that's size 3. On here, I probably want the decoupler. Then tanks. Off from there. Goes up. So this way we can use the liquid fuel and oxidizer from here in an earlier stage, empty them out for the transfer. I think a single nuclear is going to be too little to really this. If remove this fairing for now. Empty these out. What does it say? Characteristics. Or nuclear. Where's the nerve? Nerve. There's the nerve. Two kilometers and thrust weight ratio of 0.07. Okay. It might be useful to have, but I think the main one should be up here. So if I go with more size 1s, this perhaps? In those cones? Yes. Oh. Looking like now 0.28. Not the worst. Those might actually be. I don't think they are occluded. I think those actually work for thrust. Looks like they should work, at least. 1.5 kilometers a second. That should. I'm wanting this to do Duna and Mike. So 1k to get us to out of Kerbin. Yeah. So I'm going to want to get to the power of designs. I'm going to want to get down to Duna, and then probably back up to Ike, which would mean going back. So down to here, being what 600, 700, 800 ish, and then another 360 back. Another 180. So 50. So what was it? 800 plus 550. That would be within the Delta V budget, but inclination change, potential inclination changes, other stuff. Maybe a bit more room margin for error. Fuel. Okay, 3.5 should be more than enough. Off. One of those off. 3,000. That should be good enough. Yeah. 0.26 isn't great. I suppose it will do. Quarter of a G. Yeah, a quarter of a G should be fine. Let's fill these back up with fuel. A bit extra priority. Get rid of. And still build some fairings. Go. On for one side. There we go. In which case, let's just edit that fairing to bring it down properly. There we go. This is probably going to want control and stuff. Just move that out of the way temporarily. Give it guidance unit. Then, guess for electricity, give it a battery as well. Yep. Just for once we start using up, well, using up these craft. Now, probably do some solar panels. That's probably enough. Turn it on to hibernate. ones as well. Yeah. Good. $253 tons to orbit. Yay! That's not quite 9. There we go. Might be slightly overkill. Got the expansion, crank expansion. Then we can put struts in. Oh, strut cover. Not like that. In which case, let's start then with strutting these parts together. Probably best to strut them to the airstream or bearings, because those will be the parts that stay. Probably also be a good idea to add a couple to the fairing itself. Like that. Oh, undo that. That's odd. Why is that one not? Expansion again. Let's add some more. Yes, wheels. Okay, I should be able to add some more struts. Oops, I've got to. The thing, whatever it's called, LTV map. Should be able to at least strut them together up top, right? That will hopefully be enough struts. One of those struts doesn't connected on this side. Okay, let's remove that one from symmetry. Try it by itself. That's enough. Now let's get this up into orbit. 355 tons. Largest is 80 tons. Oh, I guess technically, I remove all of this. This is mass that's going into getting into orbit rather than actual orbit. 134 tons, that's a lot more manageable. Priority 40. I bring this up. Something else down here. What if I bring this down 10? Also 10, yes. Remove these from staging and accidentally get it off. Some staging as well. Oh, that's fine, they can all be up there. Use of nuclear. It would be nice if we could rename it somehow, but we can't. Not something I've really even thought of until now. Something that would be useful. Guess it makes sense. Now, all of these as mammoths. It does actually have enough thrust weight ratio. Do have some more Delta V though. That doesn't seem like the right tonnage to start with. Taking this into account, yeah. Well, this should be ended. Noticing that. And to be double sure that it is actually expending it, let's put it up to N. Bit like how creation of those works. That is enough. It's something I can live with. I mean, I can always just remove them from symmetry. How much more fuel is this? 1,350. I can't be bothered. Let's see. Biggest road fuel that I have. What about size 2? See, I've got Clydesdale and Thoroughbred. They don't have enough thrust weight by themselves. I have more. They do. Okay. How do you make money in Korea? You Korea mode mission. Well, what I tend to do is I get multiple contracts, which I then fulfill at the same time. So I've got one craft, which is then I'm only paying for one craft, but doing like 5 missions at a time, 5 contracts. Now the craft is slightly more expensive because I am having to make it have the capabilities of having more, doing all the contracts, but commit crimes, that's how. No crimes. Hello. I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. This is a thing to get multiple relay satellites to Duna. Relay and survey satellites. Honestly, I don't need to use solid fuel engines here, but it's been a long time since I've used them, so why not? Let's put in the couplers for them. Might be good to go with those ones. So, put them on 90 degrees. And let's line the tops of it, the middle point is on this line here. So for that'll be the top of the middle point. There we go. Is this really necessary? If I want to send them all at once, yes. 100%. I think that's about lined up there. That doesn't seem centered. And then just do a final alignment using mapping. Should all be lined up. Ooh, thank you for subscribing. You may or may not see failures here as a result of that subscription. But failures are welcome. Failures lead to explosions, and explosions are fun. Oh. Okay. No struck connections, that's not great. Apart from the inside. Oh, okay. Wait, no. Any idea why it's not liking this connection? It is rather concerning. Not even letting me... if I do one-time symmetry, does it work? No. Huh. Any idea why that might be? How much does this cost? Yeah, it's less than a million. I got 14 million in the bank. Just 700,000. Less than 700,000. How much does SpaceX rockets launches cost? Yeah, I mean, a Falcon 9 launch is advertised at around $67 million. But NASA launch costs... $500 million per launch? Oh, that's a space launch system. But that's trucks like 50 million to launch. Yeah, I mean, they are going to be cheaper than NASA launches. But yeah. Cheaper than the NASA launch. Significantly. This... $1 billion for an orange crayon to go to the moon? Yeah, I mean, NASA... The aim of NASA isn't necessarily to have rockets, they'd much rather be doing the actual science than having to also do rocket design. And so having private companies actually do the rockets for them to then piggyback on with science for cheaper, and they don't have to put the effort in. The VR. Yeah, they don't get much budget. Another reason why they want cheaper commercial launches. Yeah. Turn off into stage nodes. Maybe that's having some kind of effect. Wouldn't think it would make sense that it would, but yeah. NASA is an employment agency, not a commercial one, because it's just a result of making sure it works have stuff to do. It's research. They want to research. And some of the things that they end up making do have commercial uses, and other companies make use of that, but yeah. Okay, I'm looking online for the strut issues. Apparently, that's something that I'd need to restart the game for. So I'll just finish up some of this, I guess, and then fix that. That should be enough, though. Now I will just need to make sure that it can control. Oh, actually, to make this look neater, if I 45 degrees, then all of them should be 45 degrees. That's a lot better. Now just put on some grid fins. Grid fin. Symmetry. And move it in local. Notch. And I guess I could put them on the inside as well. Might need to get more rings. Kind of works. Ooh, a barrel roll. We like the telescope in airplane. It's called Sophia. Uh-huh. How many lemons have been in space? That's a question. I have no idea. Do they send lemons up to the ISS? No, they often send fruit. Like, it's most of the food is dehydrated stuff, but they do send like some fruit and stuff as treats. Would you send a lemon though? And I guess if it's just about getting into space, people send all types of things in weather balloons. Get up to the edge of space. Yeah. That. I think it's 45 degrees. I remember being thrown like a ball in the ISS distinctly. Interesting. Certainly a choice. For leaving and restarting, I'm going to put some action groups in. That's aerodynamic. Actually, and get rid of the other ones. Looking down. Now, down so that they stay attached to the nose cone. And that's a size 3. 4. Down. I should also put it in. Maybe a cal controller as well. Oh. be under robotics. So let's select that. Put this as the aerodynamics one. Aero controller. 5 seconds should be fine. So, aero controller, deploy these in. Couples. So we can deploy these right away. Ones we can also probably give them a point and then adjust it to be 1. Oh, 0.1. Go. This will point in at 1 second. And then put in some separatrons. Add the separatrons to that group. Eight, 5. Move them inwards. So bring the solid fuel down a bit. Those ones. Rotate slightly. That. A bit more. Then move them and then a couple more separatrons. I'll go in mirror mode. Try that again. Add, okay, so first of all, up to station. Up slightly. We'll move them inwards a bit, but first of all, add them to... Okay. This is 1 second in, so I'll add them 5. Just make sure that they activate and don't decouple and then can't be controlled. Very slightly. Good. Upwards. There we go. There we go. That's the air controller. So Make this one the launch controller. Seconds in. The launch controller, how long does this burn? For 86 seconds. So, 90-second long controller. Release clamp. And we have release clamp. Engines. This 10. Solid rocket engines are on. And then also couple. Anything else that's needed for launch phase? I don't think so. So, first of all, Clydesdales will activate on these for clamps after 0.5, 0, 5. Check that they're all correct. Yep. Okay, now the couple after 86 seconds. So let's put it at 87. Base fat. And I guess actually I'll put obviously water and humidify can get stack of vampire. That's something. Put the mammoth engines in as well. It will also be at 87. Okay, can I put all of this into this phase then? It will be controlled with the launch controller. Save that. I think that's all I especially need. And if you put alcohol in a rocket, it will not work well with the rocket? I'm not too sure about that. There are ethanol-based rockets, after all. Let's save that there. And I think I will be ready after restart and I put the struts on. So I'm just going to quickly restart the game. But I will still be here. Leave, and then I will be right Back. Wow. 100 cousin floating the ISS. What? Oh, lemon space. That's what you meant. Ah, uh-huh. Hmm. Okay, this is I think it might have just crashed. I'm trying to quit and it crashes on me. Oh no, there it goes. Okay, let's try that again. It's loading up. Hmm. Computer case is a bit warm, but the exhaust fans are cold. So there were issues with the strut connectors not attaching, and from what I saw online, restarting the game helps. So give that a shot. Otherwise, I might be launching without many struts at all. Shall see. Why is they sitting on seats on the outside while they've got a proper pod? That's the oh, what movie is that referencing? Parachutes? We don't need parachutes where we're going. We're going to space. We don't need parachutes in space. More struts? Yes. Staging should be fine. Yeah. There's never enough struts. Always more struts. You try a heavily modded science mode game? Yeah, probably. Give you the most secure and safest rocket built in the Atom Space Agency. $191 parts in 4 stages. That's not so bad. Okay, 4x symmetry. See, does it work? No, still does not work. Auto struts. Let's go with that then. I don't have actual struts. Put some rigid attachment on as well. You would trust your lemons on the Atom rocket? Yeah. That's the correct answer. I done this one? Print parts. Bit more auto strutting in. By lemons you mean barely working satellites? Satellites work. Let's save. Launch, I guess. Let's give this a shot. Will we get to orbit? Right. I was using this because I was trying to get a plane working on Eve. How long before it explodes? Hey, yeah, there's one. There's. There were two people saying no. Says on. Ooh. Control is upside down. Probably because I'm not controlling from one here. Control from here. There we go. You guys. Oh yeah. Let's get to orbit now. That's not how that's supposed to go. Okay, let's just try to land straight back down. Sold your kidneys to Stockton for Washington Space Agency? Lag. Nope. So, for some reason, the reason I tried to land back down is because it didn't do the things. Oh no, so there was enough thrust weight, but it detached the solid rocket motors for some reason. I then tried to land, but it was taking too long, so then I tried to speed things up, and that didn't work well. And recover the parts, or some of them. World record disassembly. On the plus side, all of these are 98% value? Oh. Oops. Okay, launchpad cleared. Let's test that again. I can guess what the reason was. The time is set to like 87 seconds or something. Yeah, that's what it was. That needs to be 0. Check the other one. Yep. 36 out. Assembled the rocket in world record time ahead of schedule. Yeah, it was supposed to blow up in orbit, not on the ground. I mean, what? Like the Japanese, I think Japanese rocket team. That's like had the radar altimeter fail twice now, so go to the moon. There we go. Okay, nope. Oh, it's also. Oh no, that's not great. Avoid radar dishes. Now that's a more thorough disruption. This is going to be a pain to recover. So that was a worse failure this time. On-off control surfaces, perhaps? Okay, it's not... Ooh, this time it's tested. But it's actually still giving me money at least. If it isn't popping up with menu. Oops. No, I did not want to fly it. Why do you load now? Anyway, I don't like that. Okay, good. It's loading. Just recreating the Russian proton anomaly that occurred in... What? That 14 or 15? I'm assuming 14 for the dollar sign? Oh, there's another one over there as well. Now... More control surfaces? More SAS? 2013, aha. Game? Game. Into the Space Center from here, and hopefully this time it will let me actually do something. Oh. Okay, let's just try reloading the save button. Yeah, it is. I was hoping no one would notice. No, game is balked. Might be enough restart then. To try at least. I didn't rage quit. The game rage quit on me. I wouldn't say that's the average. You just haven't seen some of the more recent. You've only seen the more recent stuff, which has not gone great, to say the least. Hmm. Starting it back up again. Now, the average experience of Washington Space Agency is you get sent off to a mining mission, you don't come back. You're just stuck there, mining forever. Duna. What I might be able to do is more on here. There we go. I haven't burned 1/4. I was at 14k, now I'm down to 13k. 14 million down to 13 million. This is what? $14 million. Actually, other way around, but I'll do it this way. Invert. I've used up less than 10% of the budget. Over 2 launches. If I didn't recover anything, then I'd be using up about 10% of the budget. But I did recover some stuff. Future proofing? Stage nodes off. Give that, and then more grid fins. Obviously the solution. Grid fin. More on here. And them on Eustace as well. In which case, side. And then set of grid fins. And just push them into position. Then let's see if I can't make this priority parts. Right, route it to be the main part. As priority. Yeah, I guess probe works. Yep. Fine. Save. Launch this time. Round 3, yes. SAS on. Did I turn SAS on last time? I can't remember. Also just check brief. Yeah. Arrows and 0. Yep. Okay. Should have. Let's just make sure it is being controlled from up here. Good. Bust up at maximum and launch. Okay. That's because it's interesting how it is just perfectly hovering there, but no, that's because when I tried to move this, I picked up the part, which then it seems removes it from the action group. That one is done, but not. Does that mean added in? Ooh, and does that mean decoupler? That one's done. Okay, no. Open up the track editor then. Clydesdale. Copy this one. Here. And copy this one into. Yeah. Yep, times at 0. Save that this time. This is more of a continuation of round 3. SAS on, it's pressed up. Oh, here. Roll from here just to make sure. No, 100% on no. Okay. I guess you do have a fair reason for that. There we go. It's slower than I would have liked. Getting up. I think it was like 2.7 cross weight ratio. Start the gravity turn. Slowly. And that's about 85 degrees, I think. So should be good to start tipping over a bit more. I think I've overkilled a bit the SAS after the second crash, after their attempt to. Be good to just keep tipping over like this. What is perhaps at 12 kilometers? Okay. 70 degrees should be good for now. How much longer? Doesn't either. Just go prograde then. Good. There we go. Oh, we should be hopefully okay. Let's throttle down a bit. Try to tip over a bit more. Try to aim for the edge of a prograde marker. Should be good at this point. So get up to 30. Be good to go a bit further down now. Let's go for about 45. That apoapsis, which should be good. Fully tip over. And towards the horizon now. Briefly cut. Not boosting up again. Go back with the horizon. So we are getting apoapsis in orbit in space now. Off the Kármán line. One loose piece there. What do you mean something isn't right because there's no explosion? Oops, perhaps this went a bit too high there. Oh well. Still below 100k. Yeah, I think I'm about almost up into space as well. Okay, let's just time warp a bit closer to the maneuver node. Press 3. I want to just make sure that we're not set to be... Okay, good. It'll just be these upper stage ones. Charge is somewhat rapidly decreasing. Oh, no, it's actually going up right now. Screen lights. What about those ones? Pass here. Once periapsis gets up to about 50 kilometers, and attach. This is first stage now done, and then a couple next stage. Now, nuclear engines. It didn't use these properly. Oh, that is annoying. I didn't have them set to cross-feed. That's going with a fail counter. It's 0.5. I should have finished the vote before actually getting into before getting into space. Oh well. Orbit was successfully achieved on the third attempt, but excess oxidizer is being carried. I think maybe what I do is send the space plane up here, connect to this, drain all the oxidizer, and leave. That will probably be next time. It's just sending the space plane up. It should be fairly straightforward. One person had faith in me. Thank you very much. Load Mark II. Catamaran. Low Kerbal orbit. 1. What if I mix... Yeah, basically this. 1. Out. Then I'll put some drains on it. Place that. Well, we've got orbit around Kerbal anyway. Yeah. You want to not have orbit around Kerbal? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh well. It's fine. Let's watch that. Pull up my notes. Oh, well, that's 480-kilometer orbit from memory. Yeah. 35-degree phase angle. If here. I will need to see probes. Some of these should probably be actually deorbited. There's target. Angle we want 35 degrees, so quick save. Not liking that. Oh, move the brakes on. SAS on, I guess. But then, I guess, the panels. And warp. Get up to 180 and start going negative. Yep. So looking for about negative 35 degrees. And a quick save so I don't overshoot. 35. Coming along. Going into a higher orbit, so it's probably going to be less than -35 is what we want, but easier to slow down than to catch up, so I'll just go for -35 angle. Okay, right, so those. Engines on. That's right. And pick up speed. Too much. Right, yeah. It's been a long time since I used this one. Let's get a bit further away. Forgot how easily this takes off compared to some of my recent attempts at space planes. Make more speed. Remember, we want the Kerbals in living condition when they come back. Yeah, they will be. I think. Be good to be heading back up now. Light rotation. Slightly up. 14 degrees. Be fine. Target's somewhere around that way, I want to guess. Yeah, wheels are retracted. Good. Buffer. Not sure what the inclination of our target is. Yeah. Well. Do this for a bit. At 10 kilometers, or past 10 kilometers, so let's build up a bit more horizontal speed. Over a kilometer a second. Thrust is starting to go down. We're up to 15 kilometers, so I'll turn some of that, not increasing the speed all that much. So. Ooh, nope. Great. Not great. Not worst. Oh. Ooh. Should not have been using various spikes like that. Why? Ability control. Let me control that. Thank you very much. Why do you want to turn so much? orbital backflips. And then there's some of the pilot skills. That's speed to raise it up slightly. Way more vertically. Why is it wanting to rotate? That. Back up, at least. I didn't used to walk like this. Let's just get up to 10, please. Whoa! Why is it overdoing it like that? This might actually be the first time I lose Kerbals. Do you have parachutes on here, but we don't have a second one? Okay, we might be safe with this. Slowing down. Partial deployment. Hasn't fully deployed main parachutes yet. Okay, yep. Stay in contact. Let's drain out some made. Yep. Drain everything. It's not going to drain out this then. It's transferred. Okay. This one. Oh. Opens a second. Yep. Oh, still no Kerbals lost. The plus side, but that launch. Ugh. Only severely traumatized Kerbals, yeah. Hmm. don't know why I did it from here. Just launch again. Let's just go for minimum effort launch. Just 10 degrees and leave it there. Like, really wanted to overcompensate launching with that time. Not sure why. Let's just launch. We're behind the target, we can just go to a lower orbit. So we are at 100 kilometers on the other one. Let's just go off the runway as well. Try and put up beforehand. Very good. Now, it could be fine to just point up at 10 degrees. And then over time, we will be, as we are Earth curves away from us, or Kerbal curves away from us, will increase over 10 degrees. So I can remember doing a 10-degree launch in the past. I just wanted to do more efficiently, but I wanted to overcompensate on controls. Fortunately. More easily tell when to swap engines. Only 4 kilometers up so far. Well, you have plenty of thrust is still going up as well. 100 meters a second, less than 7 kilometers up, that seems on track. If anything, it seems a bit better than being on track. Now, I would say about maybe 11 or 12 degrees inclination. Trying to get reheating effects. Thrust is going down. 10 kilometers up, 10 kilometers into kilometers per second. At this point our surface velocity isn't quite speeding up as quickly as the vertical. That's fine. Constant heading. We can hear the engines starting to die down a bit, so I'll wait for it to hit 20 kilometers. Now hit the other aero spikes. Pitch up a bit. Okay, not that much. Really wants to overcompensate again. Don't like how much I'm having to force it down. .40 km apoapsis. 5. Good. back a bit. More prograde. Actually, do you want to be a bit above prograde? And the goal at this point is to get out of atmosphere, so then we can use the nuclear engine to circularize properly. We can get up to maybe 75. Surface prograde. Minimize drag. Should be good. No. Right, we can disable those. Also probably could have done that to close the air intakes. Disable the aero spikes and enable the nerve. With circularizing. Always likes to do this, say that it's going to take a lot longer than it actually will. Once we get out of the atmosphere, it suddenly goes, oh, right. You do something different in space. Physics warp this last little bit. Okay, let's just burn. That does not seem right. Get a bit closer, maybe I'll add in the spikes. Yeah, that does not seem the slightest bit right. 23 minutes? No. This bit, no. Change? Yeah, not sure. Wrong one. Periapsis is above the ground. Then it will be above atmosphere. Something's happened. Got a bit. Duna relays. Target. Maneuver here, slow down a bit. Yeah, something there is broken. Ah, okay. This. It was confusing it. That's good to know for future. Let's time warp. Does this tell me? No, it doesn't. Not sure V. Okay, 3 kilometers. Quick save. Get a bit closer. Come on. Good enough. Now, like 5 degrees. Add in a maneuver node. Perhaps this with theirs. But a bit below 100, so let's just bring a bit. More bit. Then just put that several orbits down the line. A bit close. So let's say how many orbits is 92 days? That doesn't seem right. 4 orbits. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's how much time. That's right. Okay. So 3 orbits in. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then add in another. Oops. I can probably brute force it actually. That's that one's. Intersect 1 is 16 kilometers away. Closer still. Step 2 then. 3, 2. Okay, 300 meters is good enough. And only 40 meters a second relative velocity. Or no, one more. 19-second burn to do 20, so about a 40-second burn, or a bit less than 40-second burn to do the matching velocities. Save. Time warp. Go. Walk forwards a bit. Do a bit more. We want to go retrograde to the target. Is in 50 seconds. Forty seconds now. Now I don't need to go all the way, but just rendezvous with it, really. We'll push us a bit closer, make it easier to transfer this across. Here. before I shoot past it. Let's just cancel out for us some velocity here. Good enough. It. Gauge motor. Have a button to launch it, but I don't remember. Off, good. Here and couple. On this, then have a point to targets. Is this not? Actually, it was normal. Why? Just quick save and quick load. Why? Got reaction wheels, got control, got electric charge. Why is it not? Oh, okay. Oh, it's disabled. Point to target. No, why it was disabled, but okay. Round. Just time off a bit closer. Round again. That part. There we go. Oh. Might be a bit annoying. So what I'll do is group. Let's go 9. There. 9. There. Right, I need to tell it what to drink. But I guess that's the same thing. Are slightly changing. Okay. This is going to take an age. I wish this vessel would actually be a tire vessel. Although I guess I wouldn't want it to remove the fuel tanks from there. Set it to... I can't tell it to... boat. I can't even tell it crossfeed. Oh, makes sense. Feeling like it's not worth it. It's moving... Moving apoapsis up here. Well, I guess... might be doing multiple orbits at this point. At which point, the net effect should cancel out, I think. Could bring the drain rate down. Now it's draining slower. So try 2.5%. Oh no, of course it wouldn't be because I'm telling it to go in. 2%, it's slowly going in. So somewhere between maybe 2.3%. Let's try that. way. Yeah, that seems like a good middle ground. Okay. Nearly drained one tank. Big one. Here we go, it has been drained. Oh. Yeah, I think maybe I only really need to drain oxidizer. Liquid fuel could still be used. Yeah, let's just do that. Drain mode. Let's all of these in. Just so it stays even. And I want oxidizer, I don't want to drain liquid fuel. Okay, so now tank. Okay, first of all, drain the oxidizer. In. More oxidizer. Nearly drained all of their oxidizer. And now these tanks. In. A bit of oxidizer. going... not changing, so that's good. Reached an equilibrium, at least for now. Can continue to drain oxidizer. Okay, this one... some discrepancies in how the oxidizer is being drained, but oh well. Okay, just one tank left. Once it gets down to 5. Up. And just finish off. Left. E5. There we go. Last of it in. Okay, so all the oxidizers drained. Now, orbit. Let's wait until here. Something like that. Okay, I'm not going to be staying for much longer myself. Have a good evening, and I'll see you next time. This now. Just going to deorbit some stuff and that'll be it for today. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. There's still some room for some fireworks on this thing, and hopefully no room for fireworks on the plane. Okay, maybe a bit too fast spinning. Try to land, cover as much as possible. More worthwhile to recover fuel or land closer, I wonder. Not sure. Yes, this should be close enough. Pop all the way down. I wonder if arming, grabbing arm, increases drag. Wait until we get the parachutes flying. Drop. So there's velocity to equalize. As any knows. Maybe even here. I don't think it has a noticeable effect. the much. Can I quick save here? How bad is cutting one parachute? Red angle doesn't make sense there. Don't see any parachute remaining. And splashdown. Cover. Then just deorbit the plane. A small diversion. Next week I might go back to trying to do the Eve mission contracts. The aim was really just to get the Duna mission into orbit, not necessarily actually Eve mission yet. Now, mates. Hello. Just finishing up for the night, basically. Deorbiting some things that we had up in space. Were part of a large mission. We were sending up a whole bunch of relay satellites to head off towards Duna. I think around here, maybe? A bit different from my normal orbits. Thank you for the follow. Around 30 kilometers is where I want to aim for. There. Might be a bit more than I'm used to. An extra 20 kilometers more than the normal low curve in orbit. Well, it went okay. 2 failures on the launch pad for the Duna mission, which was a fairly big mission in career mode. 120k, I'm gonna say, maybe 140k mission. And the first one was able to recover most of it. Second one, it was mostly just crashed. Okay, 45-second burn time. So 22, I would say. Starting the burn. Close enough. Well, actually, this burn doesn't need to be precise anyway. But yeah, it did eventually get it into orbit. Then realised that I hadn't enabled crossfeed properly. So there was oxidizer in my transfer stage, which only uses liquid fuel. So sent this up to get rid of the liquid, get rid of the oxidizer stage. There was something attached in here which basically just would attach to it and then drain with oxidizer. Okay, and with that, hopefully we can survive the re-entry. Yeah, poor time to use my first Kerbals. Right at the end of the day. Okay. I'm up. bit more electric charge. And I think so. Let's pull them in, close the pairing or payload bay. Camera. This is swap time. Don't know if I should be air braking or not. See how it goes. Get a bit lower, but it'll become a bit more obvious. Yep, I've been enjoying it. It's quite fun. Which continent are we going over? That one. Yeah, I think maybe just minimize drag. Feeling like maybe I overshot. Yep. I've got bases on Minas and Moon, and Gilly. Yeah. On my YouTube, I'm doing a Let's Play of Human Echo. Kind of a mystery-ish genre. Whoa, 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 whoa. Physics up. That's not great. And that actually looks like maybe I should be landing on this airfield. After I finish my Kerbal Space Program playthrough, I'm planning on doing Terra Invicta. Maybe Aurora 4X. All of these are space games, one way or another. Under a kilometer. Okay, another flip. I think with that we can take on. Another flip. Not quite flip. Oh, on prograde. Okay, let's go towards the desert launch site then. I'm just playing on PC. I do all my gaming. I guess SAS controls. Yeah, not currently looking for art. Still kind of taking things slow on the Twitch side, streaming side of things, I guess. Yeah, if you want to send it. Send you a message on my email account. Rushing. Okay. I don't have an Instagram. Sent you my email. Try to trip. I'm on the air brakes. I have Discord, but yeah, it's on private. Rather than not get flooded with side stuff, at least now. Trying to chat, but also trying to make sure I don't crash into the ground horrifically. Thumbs this up. Might need to turn slightly before I can turn back around. Good to take off the air brakes now. Round. A little bit too high up. Not far enough out. Yeah. Should have my email now. Gears down. It breaks out again. Oh. Oh. I did think I was a bit too high up. Have they landed? Oh dear. Did I have brakes on? I might have had brakes on. That might have been the issue, so it wasn't able to roll properly. At least on initial landing. Well, they survived. That will be enough for me. Just recover them all the parts. And that will be all for me tonight. Yeah, I'll request. yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. Probably time as any to start. Wait. Not just cover all of it. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Oh, okay, that might mean all the debris. Huh. Yeah, that seems to be orbiting, curving, escape trajectory, orbiting, landed. That one can probably be recovered then. Planetary trucking debris. Yep. That'll be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Let's see. Let's go for same category. Okay, we've got few people. One person doing realism overhaul. One person doing Korea. Might go with the realism overhaul. Great. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know your feedback you have in the comments if you're watching the VODs. And until next time. See ya.